All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Dororo, episode 19. Last episode was death.
Yeah, that was
lots of death.
A bit of bloodshed and death and destruction. And now that Itachi is dead, Sasuke must get his vengeance. No, wait. Different show. So But now it feels like we're really moving on to like the main conflict of just, okay, all right, we need to deal with Daigo clan permanently in whatever way that's going to be. Like
the big thing I see that's important here is that Tahomaru will return and has failed.
Right.
And I think that it's almost going to be a what does Daigo clan do with Daigo clan? And how do they deal with their own kind of situation? Because Hyakumaru doesn't have any hard reason necessarily to go there right now. Yeah, he totally could.
Yeah,
but I think it would almost be important to have there be a something in addition to what happened here to bring him there. For one, he cares a lot about Dororo. So that is bringing Dororo into more danger like that for
doesn't
no
quite
reason
make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So I would love to see like some focus hard on their family. And the father and son interacting, and how the mother fits into all of this,
and that final demon,
because
like they could save that for the very end, or they could make a deal with it leading up to the finale. So
yeah, I feel like we're primed for either another breather episode, kind of in between, kind of some craziness with maybe the Daigo stuff, or it's going to be a hard beeline for the Daigo clan, like you're saying. And we'll get actually like a lot more action or something like that. But y'all, we'll just have to wait and see. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Oh,
right, to fix his
that's a good point. Yeah.
That's cool. See, I think that's just more foreshadowing that his eyes will be the final thing that he gets back, and then when he sees Dororo for the first time. Yeah.
Wait, was that Amano Jaku? We getting some ghost stories this episode?
Oh.
What
does that have to do with anything?
He's trying to like touch their face to...
Wait, this guy's a liar!
Personal space!
Yeah. Oh my god, she's smitten!
Yeah.
She's smitten! Ah! Yes!
She's like, I can tell by the way he did that he really wants to see me for who I am.
Right.
Whoa,
what? Oh my gosh, what is that?
I have no idea. Oh, now he's definitely not going to afford you any.
Ah! Permanent scowl on his face. Oh.
Fortune god. Awesome.
それは釜の火を吹く時の顔。火吹く時？厄払いとして代々うちに伝わるとってもありがたいものなんやよ。
How has that worked out so far?
ひょっとこ?
Oh.
Alright.
Honey?
It just marked Hyakumaru for death or something.
Yeah.
兄貴、何してんだ? 疲れたな。胸角のお茶。
Dororo still has one of the masks.
ここに持ってきてくれるってさ。
いらない。
Whoa.
Even Hyakumaru was surprised by that.
Yeah.
刀いらねって聞こえちまったや。何言ってんだよ。刀がなきゃ鬼神から体取り戻せねえだろ。
Oh. Whoa.
ドロロちゃん。
Oh, wow.
That looks delicious.
ドロロちゃん、こういうものは旦那様が先だがね。
は？旦那様って誰だよ。おいおい、兄貴はオイラと大事な旅の途中なんだぞ。
Wow.
She's already playing house in her head, calling him the master of the house. Prepared to go with you.
ただの旅じゃねえか。兄貴と旅できるのなんてオイラくらいなの。ああ、もう兄貴もはっきり言ってやれよ。
Oh no.
おこわとは一緒にいられないってさ。
おこわと一緒に。
Ah!
Yep, saw that coming.
So this is the thing about everyone in the citizens lying is because they mean the opposite.
Oh.
Whatever he's saying
や
is
める。
Oh, yeah.
いらない。このままでいい。
いい加減にしねえとオイラだと怒るぞ。
What?
本
This
気。
is amazing!
じゃあオイラはどうすんだよ。
もう一緒じゃなくていい。
Oh my god!
ドロロちゃんは一緒にいてくれていいんやよ。
もう一回言ってみる。
Yeah, say psych right
一
now.
緒じゃなくていい。
あら、勝手
And
に
he's trying to be like, no, this
like-
isn't what I mean.
What I'm saying is this is not right now.
一緒になるなんてオイラすっごく嬉しいんだからな。
Oh my god. Oh no.
オイラ今なんて。
ドロロち
Oh my
見れば
gosh.
見るほどお似合いだよ。
ゃん、ありがとう。嬉しい。
Vengeance eating!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
ドロロちゃん、泣いとったね。
Crying for us.
This is literally the Tsundere episode,
A pale moon.
where everyone is forced to say what they don't mean.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Wow! It really is!
百様と祝言あげるって村のみんなに言ったら、
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
used
そん
to
な
it.
ことになってし
But
まう
she's not affected.
Well, because they have the thing that wards away bad luck and stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, they are all affected by it except them.
前々から早くお嫁に行け
は
ばいいなって思ってた。いい祝言になると。
That's
She's like,
great.
oh,
と
oh.
Wow, thanks. Yeah.
急に素直になった。
No, he's not!
祝言とはなんだ。
This is
百様
hilarious!
と私が夫婦になることでしょうが。早い方がいいと思う。
He's like, I'm really excited about that.
Oh, man.
そりゃいくらなんでも。
わかった。
Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is great. As far as like a gimmick for an episode's comedy, this is fantastic.
いいか。誰が何と言おうと兄貴はおこわと幸せになるんだぞ。
Now, Hyakimaru clue into this, right?
Right, right.
No, and Hyakimaru's trying to...
夫婦になる。
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
嬉しそうだ。
Well, and Hyakimaru's like, don't worry, I'm not gonna marry her.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
this is all gonna be fine.
That one's not finished.
Nope.
本当に捨てちまうんだからな。
Oh. Crap.
何してやがんだ。
びっくりさせんな。
お前が言うな。
Yeah.
兄貴は急にやる気なくしちまうし、オイラは心にもねえこと言っちまうし。
He's like,
ど
oh,
うすりゃ
that,
いいの
yeah.
かわからなくて。
But Dororo's actually able to say this.
オイラの気持ちなんかちっとも分かってね。
I think it's because now they're in the house.
兄貴に出会ってからたくさん助けてもらったんだ。なんで旅やめるなんて言うんだよ。
迎えに来た。
この前迎えに来てくれたばっかりじゃねえかい。バカ野郎。
Aw, Dororo feeling so worried.
Mhm.
It's okay, it's okay.
気が散る。
あ、ごめんよ。おちゃん、おこわの祝言
Literally
行かないの
starts
か
to bother him.
やっぱり兄貴のそばについててやんなきゃ。
それも心にもない言葉なのか。
そんなんじゃねえや。あれ、そういや、おいらずっ
Yeah.
と思ったこと喋ってるじゃね
Way
え
to
か。
catch on,
な
Dororo.
んでここだと普通に喋れんだい？
二人でお寺に行くんだがね。
なぜだ。
その後村のみんながお祝い。
This is amazing!
刀がここに。
お寺から戻ったら刀も来るから。
刀がここに。
Yes!
Wow.
That is so good! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
何あの化け物
What? Now it's got an X
オ
on
イラ
its
たちがお
face.
かしくなっちまったのはあいつのせいだ。とっ捕まえよう。
Uh-oh.
違う違う。あっちあっち。うわあ
Oh,
Oh, no, this is
crap,
bad.
crap.
This is bad.
様何してるんだかね
ドロロ
Oh.
兄貴ごめんよ疑っちまって
Thing is nasty.
Now what's gonna happen to all the
この化
townspeople?
け物のせいだったんやね
They're gonna be like, oh
この
crap.
には昔村で散々悪さをした
いや
天の弱が
天の弱
封じられてるという言い伝えがあった。
さ
Well,
あ
there you go.
100
Alright.
歳のドロロちゃんも仲直りできたし
Mr. Hockey.
これで心置きなく祝言
No wedding.
化け物のせいで
Yeah, 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 she's gonna clue it.
というわけだがね
Yeah.
100様は悪くないんやよ
すいませんでした
Yay!
Yeah.
おこそんな奴と一緒になる必要はねえ今までずっと思ってたことを素直に言えなかったこの仏頂面なんかより絶対お前を幸せにしてやる俺と一緒になってくれないか
I've never seen a blush transition animation like that before. I guess she said yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
おこわが嬉しそうだ
Hey, nice, nice. What was this? This is a white transition though. Like, is this Star Wars the
音は
prequels or
国一
something?
番の
Like,
投稿やよって
俺が嬉しそうだ
こいつら常人には想像もつかない過酷な運命をたどってきたんだ。
what is it with the blacksmith and his daughter? Like, in every story.
入り込む余地はなかった。
It's because there's a bunch of mangaka that secretly have a thing for female blacksmiths, so it's
なぜもヘチマもねえの
ヘチマってなんだ
Yeah, what do you mean pear shaped? Yeah, yeah. Good
それ
job,
じゃ
Dororo.
そ
Yeah.
ろそろ行くかい兄貴
二人が
We look happy. Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, 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 okay. The dragon fries.
This episode was fantastic.
That was hilarious.
I love it.
It was brilliant.
Oh man.
It was silly. It was short.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And it was something that didn't need to have a bunch of crazy animation. Like because it's all in the dialogue and things. Like even the defeating of the demon was just, oh, throw a rock on it, make it fall down. Someone comes up behind and just whacks it on the head. There you go. Like that's
And it didn't even give back, some thing there because it was just a ghoul. So it's not like
yeah.
But it had probably the scariest ability in that it had no counter.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way they could have fought against the actual ability.
Oh yeah. It's just reverse polarity, you're dead,
And how did you know about Amanojaku?
Amanojaku, that's the name of the cat in
Ghost Stories?
Ghost Stories. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, even in the dub?
Yeah, because they kept the names the same.
Oh my god, that was so silly. That was so perfect. It was so fun.
Great. That was wonderful. That was fantastic.
It was so easy to discern. Also, after a certain point, I was like, "Wait a minute!"
Right, the whole thing with the covering of the mouths and being like,
Right. Well, we understood that there was things that they weren't saying, but we didn't know how hard opposite it was.
Right.
We thought it was just things that it was making them say more deliberately. Yeah. But then we clued in to what the guy was like, oh, they always lie. Like, it's like, wait a minute. They actually just speak in opposites.
Right.
Oh,
so the guy saying like, oh yeah, Blacksmith's daughter, she's ugly and she's horrible, and all the people being like, no, Blacksmith, he's the worst. He never makes anything, like.
Yeah, he makes horrible swords.
Wait, but he did make me that, or I got him to make that,
Hatchet, and I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they set it up rather well, and then we end up being like, huh, this guy's a liar. Like, what's the deal with that? So I'm thinking like, it's some kind of thing of where, you know, he's trying to protect the blacksmith so they don't know and recruit him for the army or something like that. But then when he gets found out, he doesn't have this thing of like, oh no, I've been found out. He just kind of goes, like he smiles like, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even something of like, he won't, you know, forge them swords because he doesn't want them to kill people or whatever, you know. Like I thought that might be what it would be, and then they'd have to convince him, you know, somehow. But no. But...
It's great because we end up spending so much time in these episodic type mini stories with the main characters of the location. So in this case, the daughter and the blacksmith.
Yeah.
But they're the two people that aren't affected by the ghoul's magic. So we don't get this kind of immediate feeling of like, oh, there's something wrong with this place until then it starts to affect our main characters and we go, oh, wait, there is something wrong here. What's the deal? And you were realizing that it's Amano-jaku, which is
that's the cat. That's the ghost that possesses the cat in ghost stories. Like
and all I remember is Jaku, so I was like, wait, ghost stories? Wait, what? Is it really?
And you know,
totally. It's like one of the episodic ones that I missed are okay.
Yeah, but
hey, they were both dicks, so it
this
works.
Is true.
Right?
This is true. And the cat in Ghost Stories was a big tsundere that did cause a lot of mischief and mayhem. So you know
that is true. But this was Tsundere Town, basically.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh man,
it's not like I like the blacksmith or the blacksmith's daughter or anything. Baka.
Oh man. Yeah, I love her. I'm going to marry her.
Yeah.
I don't need you anymore. And like this is like the perfect one. Like you remember that that commercial for like the I think it was like an insurance company or a car company or something like that. And it's like it's the comparison of like they did it 2 different times of like the mom and the daughter's going off to like college, and then the dad and the son. And the son is going off to college, and it's like them talking in their like own, you know, speak of like what other people hear, but then what they're actually like communicating, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And then with the dad, it's just like, I mean, this one looks good. You know, I really want to make sure that I take care of you, and you know, and then eventually it's just like, love you.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Love you too. You know, like
it's great. It's great. This also reminds me of well, it's an MMORPG, but the RPG elements of it in Star Wars: The Old Republic, when spoiler alert, in the Imperial Agent story. I mean, it's been years, decades or so, or like a decade, but like there's a part where you get stuck in undercover and you end up getting brainwashed by this thing that they put in you, and you end up realizing that you're going to try and betray them, but there's a check within your mental programming that basically makes the dialogue choices when you click one of them, you do the exact opposite of it when you try to kill this person, and then the guy goes, I see the programming worked really well, because I had it whenever someone does a hostile intent towards me, you know, you just say this, and then you can continue to get pissed off and be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna just die, and then it just is like, yep, I'm ready to serve and be helpful in every way I can. It's just like, it breaks all the rules of RPGs, because you're like, yes, my dialogue choices matter, and then the game is just like, F you in your dialogue choices, the story is too complex.
Talk about a way to get a character or a player invested in the story, because take away all their agency and say this is a plot MacGuffin thing that's doing this. But if
they're like, I'm gonna break out of that so fast. Yeah, there's a whole mission on how to break free of the mental programming. It's amazing.
Oh man, this was
so funny. We didn't just have the comedy aspect of it though. We had the emotional side of it, where Dororo is having this moment where she's like, But did everything that just happened mean nothing? He just came for me. Like, what's going on? And then Dororo also being smart enough to figure out, wait, when I'm here, it's not happening. When I'm there, it is happening. So there's some kind of relationship between us there. And then the thing is just sleeping on the roof in broad daylight. And he's just like, I guess if I just sleep here, no one will bother to look at me or whatever. Or be like, look at the thing that's not there. Or people will be like, don't look at that thing on the roof. And people will be like, yeah, that thing on the roof's not that interesting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just thinking, like, when Hyakimaru's trying to, like, tell Dororo, like, one...
With the hand motions!
He's like, yeah. But then it's also like, I don't care about you, Dororo. It's like, I really care about you, Dororo.
Yeah!
Your friendship is really important to me. Oh. It's us together forever, you know?
Right.
You know, but it's...
Like, Dororo's, like, had probably the most vulnerable moment in his mind of did I say Dororo? Damn it! I'm trying. It's happening to me now. I'm saying the opposite. Hyakimaru is having the most vulnerable moment, trying to say to Dororo what he means, and it just comes out as the opposite. Now, what I think the magic probably is that you can't just force the opposite there, like you probably couldn't force to say the opposite, you know?
Right, it's only when you try to say something it comes out as the opposite.
No, my point is that you couldn't force say the opposite. You couldn't lie.
Yeah.
And have it then come out. It reads your intention.
Yeah.
So then it basically keeps it from being...
Right, you couldn't just, put another reversal on it. Yeah.
Right. Because otherwise then you go... I don't want to see you get married to me. Or wait, no.
I want to marry you.
I want to marry you so much.
Yeah.
In fact, all the emphasis might make it even more dramatic of that it stays there. It's like, this is very much not your intention. So,
well, and the thing is that if this were a situation where, like, say, Dororo and Hyakimaru were like, or I guess it's more Hyakimaru. Maybe if Dororo was a little bit older and Hyakimaru was a little bit more used to like communicating, then it would have been simpler because it would have been like, wait, like they would have been like, hold on, it's happening to you. I don't care about you. I don't care about you.
But do you want to know what makes me like really, really emotional about this episode here?
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing at the end that Hyakimaru was trying to do that was the scariest thing that got reversed, basically? So, Hyakimaru wasn't trying to kill the ghoul. Hyakimaru was trying to protect Dororo.
Oh.
So then... when it got reversed, it went from protecting Dororo to killing Dororo.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It wasn't protect the town or even protect the both of them. It was protect Dororo.
Yeah.
It wasn't protect me. It wasn't protect, everything else here. It wasn't kill the demon. It wasn't like, because then he would have protected the ghoul. Like, he would have protected the ghoul if it was kill the ghoul. Like, it would have been, no one touches the ghoul, basically. But instead it's, I'm protecting Dororo.
Sure.
So now I try to kill Dororo. And it's like, oh, that's...
Yeah.
In the Kokoro. That's good. That's the good stuff right
but
there.
man, I'm a fan of the tsundere trope when done well, when done with care.
With the blush and everything.
Well, the blush, you need to
prime that.
You need to prime that, and you need to be kind of sparing with the blush, right?
That's true.
But so this episode was just absolutely wonderful. I didn't realize that I could have this much fun with the tsundere trope. Like oh man, this was some genius right here.
Again, makes mental note for DM and campaigns, and just like see every episode of Dororo, I kind of do that just a little bit. I'm like, this is good enough.
But like,
right there, write that down.
Oh man, because it's.
I'm like SpongeBob and Patrick. Write that down, and I'm like tic-tac-toe, like.
Well, because like, okay, on the one hand, it's tsundere, which I love, and it's more of it, which I love. It's done in a comedic way, which I love. It's miscommunication humor, which I love.
Yes.
And it also is nonverbal communication laced within what's actually being said, because if you do all the reversals and stuff, which of course is being missed by people, right? like this is just great. Like it's so many different things that I love, all combined into one little package of an episode. It's fantastic.
I'm surprised there wasn't someone like soapboxing in this town, being like, everything is okay. We have the best town ever. We should stay here forever. You know, like how long could you speak?
The world will go on forever.
Like how long could you speak in opposites before you went crazy? Like legitimately, I think there would be someone soapboxing in this town, being like,
I would.
You all are super safe. You all are making great decisions right now. Well, we need to stay here.
Well, here's the thing that I'm curious about, because with the blacksmith and his daughter, it seems like they were fairly removed from the rest of the town, and that's why they didn't clue in. But the rest of the town seems to understand, right? That you know, it was just like, okay, well, this.
But they couldn't solve it,
right? They couldn't solve it. They couldn't really talk about it, you know, because like.
Well, of course they could. They could have opposite meetings.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. What do you mean?
We shouldn't have a meeting about this, and it definitely shouldn't be at 12 o'clock. You know, and it should be anywhere except in the town square.
Yes.
Yeah. They all get together. We don't need to do anything about this problem.
I think the problem is that their intent still gets screwed up. So they would still be able to read the opposites, but yeah, they couldn't force out the opposites. So they would have to then understand that it is an opposite and then reverse it back.
Yeah,
but I don't know. That's actually that's a good point.
Because once it happens to you, then you could start like cluing in that something's happening. If it just happens to other people, then it's like everyone's assholes all of a sudden, right?
Right.
But once it happens to you, you could be like, okay, wait, hold on a second. Something has changed within me.
Something is the same with me.
Oh boy. Wow.
Something is the same.
As far as like standalone comedy episodes, this one was absolute gold. It was absolute gold, and it had enough like good meat to it, you know, where it's like this has some good characterization and development and conversations between the characters, even though it's done in a comedic way.
Yeah.
Because so often comedy gets in the way of the meaningful conversations, you know?
Yeah, I mean, this one didn't have some really big, deep emotional stuff in there.
But it's like, still.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a silly episode that had some heart to it. So, y'all, that was a great episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these stories, about anime in general. And you can also talk with Jacob about his book.
Yes, indeed, because you've obviously never heard about this before. My sci-fi novel Battle Lines is still available for order on Amazon. The link's in the description below. It's got reviews on there, so you can check those out to see, you know, what other people thought. But if you do get it, make sure to leave a review of your own for the people that come after.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.